In this video, I've got a huge problem. And this is because for the past 2 months I've been travelling with my girlfriend eating whatever I wanted. Let's just say I've been on vacation mode, so my skating and training has been, well, non-existent. And this was all fun and great until I finally got back home and stepped on the scales for the first time. Oh, Now, weight's never been an issue for me, and I've always fluctuated up and down. But with my next contract coming up in only 10 days and having a serious amount of weight to shed off, I'm going to have to pull off the hardest and most intense weight loss challenge yet. So, without further ado, let's get started. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, because this was how I lost 10 kilos in 10 days. Okay, well, it is officially day one of starting the challenge of losing 10 kilos in 10 days, and I'm a little bit apprehensive, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to pull it off. Alright, so oats are being made. First, I'm going to pour my lovely unflavoured oats into here. Put in another scoop of protein, because at the end of the day, I'm not wanting to lose muscle mass, I'm only wanting to burn fat and shred up, so I need to keep my protein intake super high. Give that a nice stir, but I must admit, it's looking like cement mix at this point, so it doesn't look too fun. Now I'm going to put in the egg whites, so I'm obviously leaving the yolk out because that's quite high in calories, so I'm just going to keep the protein from the egg whites. And lastly, I'm just going to put in a little bit of boiling water, and then we're just going to give it a good mix. Okay, breakfast is served, and as you can see by that consistency, it looks absolutely horrible. I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, to be honest, because I don't know whether I can use this to lose weight or to plaster my bedroom with it, because the consistency looks like plaster. Let's just give it a taste. Oh, I mean, I wasn't expecting Michelin star, but that is absolutely rubbish. I know it's doing good for me, but the taste of it, oh, it's like slimy as well. Not a fan of this. Regardless of liking it or not, it was something I was going to have to get used to, because this is what I was going to be having for the next 10 days. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to make our way to the ice rink, because I haven't skated in 3 months and I'm probably going to be a bit of a mess, so that should be entertaining for you guys. We're going to take our time, we're not going too heavy today, and then we will see where we go from there, so let's do it. Alright, we've come to the ice rink to start the first day, and to be honest, I'm a little bit apprehensive because when I just stepped on the ice, my blades were super rusty and I nearly fell over, so that's not a good start. We're going to start super simple and easy. I don't want to be going too hard on the first day, but let's just see how much damage we've done with eating and not training. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Oh god, I'm already dizzy. Oh, that is brutal. Oh. Oh. Alright, let's give this one a go. Oh my god. Oh, that hurt every bone in my body. Jesus. Okay, well, this is where the money's made. Ooh, incoming. Ooh. This is going to be a lot harder than what I anticipated. And as it turns out, I was absolutely right. All right, well, as you can see, that didn't quite go to plan. Obviously, skating is something that I'm going to have to get better at over the next 10 days, so we're going to figure it out. Until then, yeah, we're going to stay training, stay eating clean, and it's time to go to the gym, so let's go. All right, we've made it to the gym and I'm wearing the same clothes. I thought it'd be a really good idea because in the ice rink it's so cold, so I have to use it to keep warm. But then when I come in here, the 3 layers might actually make me sweat more, so it might actually work in my favor, but it could also give me heat exhaustion and I could pass out, but I guess we'll find out. So I got to it, training upper body, doing 1 set of each muscle until I was literally cooking alive. All right, well, I think that's enough lifting for one day, and you probably won't be able to tell, but I'm absolutely drenched under these 3 layers. Sadly, we've now got to do cardio. And funnily enough, according to Google, apparently if you do 10 minutes of jump rope, you can burn between 100 to 200 calories, and I desperately need it, so let's get on with it. Next up, we've got a HIIT workout, which is renowned for burning fat. This one in particular burns 200 calories for 10 minutes, so it's super intense. You do look like a bit of an idiot doing it because you are jumping up and down like a weirdo. Nevertheless, got to get it done, and yeah, let's do it. I will admit right now, I'm quite thankful that no one's in here with me because this is quite a unique move. I'm quite embarrassed. But at least there's no one here watching me. We've got one more thing to do, and that's going to be the boxing bag. A 30-minute bag workout can burn between 300 and 500 calories, and for obvious reasons I can't turn that down, so I'm going to set a timer for 30 minutes and then just go away as I can.
So at this point you're probably wondering how I'm still going, and honestly, so am I. At this point every muscle in my body was screaming at me and I still wasn't even done yet.
Oh my god.
That was easily the hardest day of training I've ever faced. I finally got out of my drenched 3 layers and, well, you can see how disgusting that is. To finish off the day I did 10 minutes in the sauna and honestly, I was in absolute bits getting home.
Alright, so that is us finished with the gym, and honestly thank God for that because I've been dying all day. The only thing that's left to do now is eat some actual nice food because this morning's breakfast was like cement mix, so we're not going to be doing that anymore. We're going to make something nice. We're going with the traditional weightlifting diet, which is chicken, broccoli and rice, and I'm going to add my own little flair to it. I'm going to put chili sauce in it just to give it a little taste because honestly I kind of feel like I need it. Alright, broccoli is ready first, so we're going to put that in there. Secondly, the amazing sweet chili chicken that I'm so looking forward to eating. And lastly, we're just going to add it with the rice. So I've ended up using a huge bag, but I am starving, so I'm just going to end up having it. Alright, well that is dinner finished, and I've also got a protein shake, and to be totally honest, I'm really looking forward to this, so I'd love to chat, but I'm going to go and eat.
And just like that, day 1 was done. Now, as tough as it all was, I really do think this is the best way to lose 10 kilos in only 10 days. Unfortunately for me though, it was tiring, exhausting, draining, and I had another 9 days of it to come. The following couple of days, I kept showing up and doing the same thing over and over again. Skating, boxing, hit, skipping. But after a few days, my body was starting to decline and letting me know I had some troubles going on. I definitely know that I'm losing weight and I'm pretty happy with how I'm going, but honestly, with wearing 3 layers of clothing every day, I've just had this massive headache and it won't go. To be honest, I might have to make adjustments during this 10 days because actually going to the gym and wearing 3 layers is actually brutal. I think that's the reason why it's giving me a headache, and to be honest, the headaches are lasting the full day, so I've not even recovered from yesterday's headache. I'm still going to be doing the same work and burning the same amount of energy. I just think I'm dehydrating myself so hard that I'm running out of water and it's giving me a huge headache. So we're going to move forward with that. We're going to change and just wear normal fitness clothes. But yeah, it isn't getting any better, so we've got to make a difference. Now, for obvious reasons, I kept my layers on whilst I was skating because, well, it's cold as in there. It took a couple of days, but my training started improving, and after a few days I was really starting to build up some momentum. It really goes to show that when you put your mind to something and stay consistent with it, you can really push yourselves to levels you never thought you could reach. And yes, everything was still killing me and I was still exhausted and beat up from what I was putting myself through, but at least I was making a small step every day in the right direction until this challenge comes to an end.
Okay, something interesting to share with you. So before this was ever a gym, it used to actually be an ice rink, and when I was a teenager I used to come down here and train every day because it was so close to my house, and this is actually the building where I learned my first ever backflip. So this place has a bit of history for me. I was 15 years old and in here I learned my very first backflip on a harness, and yeah, now it's a gym and I'm still working. So yeah, bit of fun fact there for you.
Alright, so now that we're done with the history lesson, I have to say these past 10 days have been a hell of a journey. I can't believe how fast it went. I have to say the hardest part of this entire weight loss challenge was definitely the 30-minute boxing on the heavy bag every day. I can honestly say I've never sweat so much in my entire life. My skating has come back to where I left off, and after a few knocks and bangs, I now feel more than confident and ready to where I can take to the ice to perform and entertain again in front of a huge crowd. And quite frankly, everything has fallen into place as we lead up to day 10. I actually can't believe it. I'm still nervous to see what my weight's going to be on the scales tomorrow morning, and honestly, to see if this was a huge win or just a massive waste of time. And if you are new to the channel and you enjoy these types of videos, then now would be the perfect time to subscribe and support the channel. But for now, with all this being said, let's find out how much weight I've really lost in 10 days. Okay, so now we've made it to the day of the weigh-in, and we're now on day 11 because it was 10 days of training, but nevertheless, I didn't check my weight at all on the scales during the 10 days because I wanted to leave it as a surprise and I wanted to make sure that I worked hard. So let's figure out how much I actually weigh, whether I've gained weight or whether I've just stayed the same. I hope not. All right, well, it is officially time to get weighed in, and all the hard work's been done. It's just time to find out how much we're gonna weigh now. I am a little nervous, but let's find out. Time for the make or break. Let's see how much weight I've lost in 10 days. I've actually done it. Wow. 75.6. I mean, that's over 11 kilos, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. I'm so happy. Alfie, look. Look, I've lost weight. I'm not so fat anymore. Yay. All right, well, I think that's going to bring us to the end of the video because we achieved our goal and I'm super happy about it, aren't I, Alfie? If you did enjoy this type of video, then make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that stuff and help me get my videos to more people. Thank you to everyone that was watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.